Hey, it's me, John, and that's my time. It is March 14th. We missed out on Friday the 13th, but because, I don't do my vlogs on Friday. But it's Saturday, and let's start off with my health. I'm sitting pretty at 186. Uh, so like having my scale has helped me to be like, okay, I'm gonna check my weight daily, so that's good. I haven't gone down, but I haven't gone up. But I haven't really done anything to, try to change my weight yet, other than live my life as normal. Drinking just water instead of soda is probably not hurting, but it's not like getting me anywhere really. Um, I had a migraine this morning and was legitimately concerned. I was like, "Oh no, this is it. I'm getting the COVID." Uh, but I took some Excedrin migraine and it was gone. Not actually Excedrin migraine, some generic stuff, but either way, it's good. Migraines suck, but and I get them, but I'm okay now. So hi, how's it going? Everything's fine. Channel progress, I am still on the scripting phase of the Copperbell Mines walkthrough. I will probably have that done in the next few days. I will have less hours at work because of uh, uh, unrelated stuff, hours getting cut in general, but also because they are closing earlier to clean more. They need to keep up with the demand of sanitation for the coronavirus concerns. So I get that. Well, it'll be good for me in the long run because it'll give me more time to work on my personal projects. Bad because I don't get paid as much, but yeah, give and take. Final Fantasy 14 I have made progress with as well. I just finished the story, the Post Heavensward story, so I'm now done with vanilla game and the first expansion, and I'm on to Stormblood, which I don't know what that is, but I'm thinking it's the name of a pretty sweet metal cover band. Um, I'm super interested to see where the story goes from here. A lot has happened, and it's getting pretty complicated. But I love the world still so far, and everything is going super super fun for me. The company has been working on a gardening project that requires a bunch of us to kind of scout for very rare seeds, and then Crystal has been planting and using soil, which is also very rare that we had to go find. And apparently, they will cross pollinate. I'm not really sure. I'm not familiar with how gardening works that well. But from my understanding, it will cross pollinate, create a new seed, which you will plant, and then produce um, another thing that she's going to use to make furniture. So in the end, it's going to get us more furniture, which is for the making of our company house look cool. So I'm for it, and it was a great group effort project. I love it. I think it's going to be super cool, the end result. So yeah, and our next project I think is going to be a workshop. I just put a bunch of gil in the company chest. Hopefully we'll see. I'm not really sure how or what the workshop does, but it sounded like it was going to be something fun. And so I'm like, you know what? I have gil. That's fliff, I say. And then now we will have a workshop, whatever that may do. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Animal news: Hawk has been tearing at the carpet. A bit of a problem, obviously, because we don't like the carpet getting teared at. We have to kind of catch him when he does it. Maya's been trying to catch him when he does it because you want to tell him no when it's bad when he does it. If you miss that opportunity, there's not really any punishing him after the fact, not effectively at least. I mean, you could tell him no after the fact, he's just not going to understand. He's smart, but he's still a dog. Um, Not sure. Like it's going well enough, but he's a dog, so he'll have to learn eventually. Coronavirus is getting more serious. I said my workplace is closing earlier. Disney is closing. All events that are greater than 250 people have been canceled. Airlines are really struggling and dropping their prices crazy, but that's all of this for the best, I'm sure. Whatever helps to kind of mitigate the spread of the virus and sort of helps the healthcare system handle it all sounds good to me. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination an expert on the topic, but if I were to be asked about it, I would say if we could just sort of plane out the people getting sick, that sounds like the better solution, rather than everybody get sick rapidly, exponentially fast, and bad. Doesn't sound like a good idea. Hopefully, it doesn't end up like whatever's going on in Italy. That sounds real bad. But I also don't really want it to be like China, because while they seem to have it under control, it seems to have been through kind of authoritarian means, and it kind of sounds a little scary. I don't want that sort of like power to be wielded here in the United States, and that's something I'm kind of uncomfortable with. Um, Unrelated to that, I helped my aunt out with moving today. It went surprisingly, I'm not going to say well. It took a lot longer than it probably should have because my aunt is not good at moving. Um, I love my aunt. She's a lovely person. She's a great aunt. However, she hoards. That's problem number one. She has a lot of stuff that's just like, why do you have this? She has stuff from her kids when they lived with her, um, from like 20 years ago, uh, three previous houses ago. And she has things that she just won't get rid of because reasons. And then in addition to that, she only had help with moving for today. And so when we came over there to help, you'd expect she would have had things packed and ready to go. She also had a moving company. They didn't get all of the stuff, they just got her furniture and that was it. But she had help with myself and my cousin Lizzie. And whilst she may have been ready to move, she didn't have anything in boxes. She didn't have enough boxes, so Lizzie had to go get more boxes. And like her clothes were still on hangers in the closet. Everything, all of her shoes were on the floor in the closet. All of her stuff was still needing to be boxed up, and we didn't want to be there all day, so we just kind of blitzed it all as best we could. We ended up, it wasn't that much stuff either. It was 2 trucks worth, and was not a grand distance for it to travel. So, and by trucks I mean like pickup truck, not moving truck. So we went back and forth a couple times after we had packed everything, and it took us probably, I would say, I ended up leaving there about 8, and I got there about 3, so 5 hours. 5 hours to make 2 truck trips of moving stuff is a long time, but we did it. I lied, we didn't do it. There's still clothing that she has to go through, and the stuff that goes to Goodwill that she hasn't been able to pack yet. She's gonna get all that stuff, and then she'll be done. I won't be able to help her out with that, obviously, because I'll be working, but I'm sure she's got it under control at this point. Hopefully, that we just kind of left her in a place where she would be able to handle it from there. So that's probably fine. I am on for horror game nights. We were nearly finished with Fatal Frame 3. We are to the point in which, well, that point in which you realize, oh, we're not getting the good ending, because you've got the male character K shows up in the house, and you're playing as him, and theoretically, the good ending is you save Kay and you save Miku, as well as the main character, which is 100%. You always save her, I believe. And we've already lost Kay. So that good ending out the window. You can only get the good ending if you've played through the game twice, which we had a second save. We just didn't realize we needed it, so we saved over it. Oops. That's fine though. We'll get the good ending YouTube style, I'm sure. It's is what it is. Also, the mechanic at the end of the game where the miasma shows up, and you have a blue candle that eventually dwindles down to nothing. When that's gone, the miasma is upon you, and it's all black and white. Super cool. The scariness of knowing that now the big bad is going to come and find you, knows where you are, is pretty intense. The biggest issue is because it's black and white, it's hard to figure out where everything is because it's hard to find everything in a black and white room. It's not very well separated colors, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I still have a little bit of time, but I don't have a lot more to say, so I think I'll just end it with my question. You guys are probably not hoarders, right? So if you had the chance, had to move, and you could only take one thing with you, what would that thing be? For me, I'm not particularly attached to any one thing. The most convenient thing to me, though, the thing that I put most of my life into, is probably my computer. So that would probably be the thing that would go with me. I guess we'll see you next stream. And good luck, have fun.